Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Live Master Trading Channel. This is our recap and outlook for recap of today, August 8th, and outlook for tomorrow, August 9th, 2020. Thank you for joining us. Pretty challenging day. Let's start with our recap. Market opened up with a huge gap right here. It started to close the gap. We went for a long, got stopped out, then got stopped out again. I think in the first 15 minutes we were negative 330, and then we started to slowly make our money back, and then we almost went back to zero, then made $100, then almost went back to zero again. I think it was to 90 and then 70, and then boom, we just started hitting out of the park, and we closed with 500. So eventually it did go for the gap closure. In the morning I threw out there that I had a feeling that the market was going to go for the low of the overnight and then go straight up to close the gap, and it did exactly what I said. And that was, we were out by 7:30, so we didn't see it, but it did happen. It happened at let's see, 8:30. So overall, very challenging day in the beginning. Gold was very unsure of what to do because everything else was negative. There was a time that CL oil was negative $3, which hasn't made these huge moves in a while. So when everything else is negative, usually the money runs into gold, and it didn't right away. It was slow to do that. I mean, we should have been up 80 points or more. We'll talk about that when we'll talk about the outlook. But yeah, so lots of corrections, some momentum, motive waves, but a bunch of flats, correction, impulsive motive waves, more flats and corrections. So pretty messy. Overall, I would say a very dangerous day because of the losses of last week, corrections in the market. So people are not really sure, and then with the economy. So yeah. All right, let's start looking at the outlook. Let's start looking at the daily and see where we're at. So we have all of these correction areas that we think that the market needs to come down to. One is right here at 1859.9. We have all of these open gaps here, which does not show on the daily, but it shows in other charts. We drew a triangle last week on the daily. It looks like it hit right on it and it bounced back. There's still a lot of support in this area, and it seems like the market is stopping here. So what is it doing? I mean, look at that candle there. So looking at this chart, I would say that the market is going down again. If I traded off daily charts, I would say, okay, tomorrow I'm going short. Let's look at a smaller time frame. Okay, here we see different pictures. We see our open gaps. So market has been going sideways in this open gap. It's been filling all of the volume that was left open. The market loves to go and fill volume areas. If you look at a profile, a bell, if you study bells, you'll see it likes to go back and it likes to fill those areas. So that's what it's doing right here. So we did see a little lower low here, but not much to brag about. We did see a higher high, but it did not close there. So to me, in this chart also, it looks like we're probably going negative tomorrow again. I mean, we should have went all the way up, and I'll show you where we should have went. Let's go and change to a different time frame, an even smaller one. We should have went for this gap closure here, or tried to at least get close to it. I mean, with all of the momentum of the markets being negative 400-500 points, why aren't the smart money buying gold, especially after they're saying that Buffett now is in gold for the first time ever? I never buy gold, now is in gold. Why isn't everybody going into gold? We should have seen a 50-60 day range to the upside, and we didn't. Okay, it stopped right here. So we could say that this area here, there is a lot of resistance. There's 2 to 3 days. If we go and stretch it out, if we stretch it all the way out here, there's 3 days of resistance. But hey, with all the other markets negative, it should have went up. So that to me is a red flag. No one's really sure if gold is going to make new highs. But big gap here. Actually, I'm going to take advantage and draw a circle here for a gap. So that's what I'm seeing for tomorrow. Let's see if there was any late news that came out. Anything big? No, I'm not seeing anything. Warren Buffett bet on gold mining companies means for Rock Ridge Resource and gold investment. Well, yeah. So why this came out 2 hours ago? 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. It did help the market up again. Did it? No, actually. No. I mean, a little bit, but not much. So, yeah, I'm not really crazy on a long day tomorrow. Maybe we will open with a gap to the upside, and we'll close it and we'll go negative. But yeah, I mean, if I see anything positive and staying positive, it will probably be temporarily. But let's look at the, hold on here and make this smaller. Oh, I can't make this smaller. Let's look at a different one here. I mean, the overall picture, I just see a slightly sideways day tomorrow. I mean, a negative day. Not huge, not big movements, but I see it just going sideways overall. Indecisive, but being negative, maybe 10 points, 15 points. Nothing huge, maybe even as small as 5 points, but nothing big. I mean, hey, I could be wrong. I can't foresee the future, but from experience and from what I'm seeing now, I think it's going to be a negative sideways market. All right, so that's what we'll be looking for. It will probably open up positive, close. Did I say wrong before? Okay, I did. I meant gap to the downside. So open up positive, and then we'll go close the gap. It'll be negative anywhere between 5 to 15 points. That's what I meant to say. Okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. I could redo this video, but no. I'll just fix what I said. Okay, guys. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And we'll see you bright and early. Please come trade with us. We trade Monday through Friday. Real life account. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Hit like. All right. Thank you.